Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So the question is, how much redstone do we need to create an 8-bit adder? And all the redstone is inside this box, so make a guess. I will look into this chest in a second. Oh, you have a number already, okay. So, the answer is none. Of course, you guessed it right. Yeah, I see you can read the title, because it is Redstoneless. Yay! And it is huge. I know it is huge. It is slow, but it is Redstoneless, and that is what counts. So, what do we have here? How does it work? So we have two numbers. Of course, it is 8-bit number. So one is represented here. The second number is here, and we can set these doors as we want, and that represents a number. So for example, if this door is closed, that means it is 0. If we open this door, that will mean 1. And of course, out of these all zeros and ones, we have the exact number, 8-bit number, and it is displayed right here, the answer. So we are performing an addition of these two numbers, and it will display it right here. So for example, let's add, right now it is 0 plus 0, and that equals 0, of course. But let's, for example, make it like 2 plus 0, and it will show, yeah, 2 right here. And let's add 2 more right here, and that will propagate to 4. So we are now adding 2 plus 2, and that should be 4, and yes, indeed it is. And we can add 4 more, so right now it is 6 plus 2, and that should be 8. So we should see the 4 will close, and now the 8 will open, and we've got the 8 exact answer. And of course, you can add more extreme numbers. So, for example, this is the 11111, or all the ones you can have, and that will show now all the ones here. And now we can propagate. If we add a 1 here, that will propagate through all these zeros and ones, or all these ones right now, and that will cause that it will show us a 0. But I should show you that here is a carry that is not shown on this display right now. It is, yeah, it is 1. It was 0 before, but right now it is 1, because all these numbers, it is showing us 0 right now. But as you can see, it should show 1 right here, but it is 8-bit display, so you cannot 8 bits, so you cannot expect a number larger than the number that is possible to show on 8 bits. So that is why the carry, normally this is like a flag in computer, because for you it might be easier to just create another 9-bit number right here, and that would show all the numbers, but it is not really how it works. So it is more natural to do it this way and have just a carry out there, because yeah, it just doesn't make much sense to show it on the display. But let's close this door, and now it should also propagate all these this 0, and yeah, it is just the carry is computed or by the uh, zombies really quickly. So this is nice, and we can test also a random number. So let's just fly through, and let's just do wah 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 wah, for example, and blah 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 blah. And this is a number, yeah. Here we have 4, 16, 32, and 64. And here we have 2, 8, 16, and 64. So let's see, this 2 should be here. Yeah, 2 is in 1 state, that is correct. 4 and uh, 4 is closed here, so it is again just 4. Okay, that's correct. 8, and here is 8, yeah. So it should, yeah. Here we have 8, also correct. 16. So for example, here we've got 16 here and probably 16 also here. So this is propagated to the next number. So the 16 is closed because all these two 16s are making 32. And here we have 32. So here we don't have 32, probably, yes. So the propagation carries because we've got 1 from the 2/16th, we've got 132, so again it is propagating to this 64th number, and we've got probably 2/64th, yes, here and here. So again it is shown here because it is like 364 numbers, and that makes 1 here, and again it is carrying 1 to the 128, and here it is closed, and here it is also closed. So it is the exact number that is provided on this display. So really nice, it works, hooray! Of course it does, but it is a little bit huge, of course. I am still using the of course. Uh, the AI of zombies is not so fast as it was, for example, in 1.5 version of the game. So it is a little bit slower, but it is still really fast in comparison. For example, with some huge gate that you could create out of redstone. We can create a huge gate just with one zombie, and that is really fast. But you can see that I have got a lot of zombies, so it is not so fast because yeah, it needs to, all these zombies needs to realize that the path is closed or open, and um, that can be like a second delay, and it just adds to the number. So of course, again, it is not so fast. Just let's say it like this, and let's fly through this contraption, and I will show you how it works at least a little bit, and after that I will show you the logic that is behind it. So for example, the display, it was really yeah, it is pretty hard to make a display that is that shows all the numbers next to each other. Like this is pretty compact, as you can see. Even here the input number is really compact. You know, all these gates are next to each other, and that makes it pretty hard to create, because if we were just making this contraption without these fancy displays, we could use just this part right here, and it would work. But for the display we need a lot of these blocks that are around here, and it is a big mess. But let's see, for example, how this display works. So for example, this gate right now is closed. That means this zombie is standing next to this tripwire hook, and if the zombie moves here on this block, it will trigger this tripwire, and that will trigger the door, so that would show us the 1 here. And the zombie is here because this um, path right through this carpet is now closed. So this path leads here through this maze, and let's just go faster, and it leads us right here, and here is one gate on this side and a gate on the other side. So you can see that this is closed, this is also closed, so the zombie has no path right here. But if I open this gate, for example, it should show 1 on the display, even though right now we are adding 0 plus 0, but I just opened that gate, and that forced this zombie to open this gate, and this is showing us 1 right now because the zombie has a path to the target villager, and for all these zombies there is 1 villager. This is the target villager, and all these zombies are targeting this villager, and normally their closest block is this one. So these zombies are just trying to get to this block right here because it is the closest block to this villager if the path is closed. But if we open this path, for example, right here, like I just open it, the zombie can just jump down here, or he thinks he can jump right here, and then he can go on this long path, and all these zombies are just connected to this one single, how would I call it? Oh, yeah, this one single path, and right here we can go up, and as you guessed right, this path leads to that villager. So let's go up. I know I didn't probably chose the best blocks for this because I thought that yeah, if I do it all transparent we could see something, but it is a big mess as you can see. And yeah, this path leads to this villager, so of course you can see that all these zombies can be connected to this villager if the gates are um, right, yeah, like open. And that is the logic that is behind the display. And then we have this logic here. This is the proper adder, one bit adder with a carry. So the carry is this green block. This represents the carry, and of course again we are using tripwire hooks because it is redstoneless. You don't need any redstone to create a tripwire hook because the recipe for the tripwire hook doesn't consist out of the redstone dust. But you cannot use, for example, pistons if you want a redstoneless contraption, because in piston in the recipe there is a redstone. So I am really strict in this because yeah, it is just redstoneless. Let's just talk about it a little bit because yeah, when I was watching on the Minecon, there was the redstone panel, and I was just wondering what would happen if somebody shown on the redstone panel redstoneless contraption. And I find it kind of ironic that you can create a contraption, for example this 8-bit adder, redstoneless, because you know the redstone is like a synonym of for some contraptions that are you know, high-tech contraptions with a lot of logic inside, and this has a pretty a lot of logic inside it, and we can do it redstoneless, so that is huge. And of course I've already proved that you can do anything out of redstone, of course, because yeah, I shown the what is it was the path detector, and from that you know that you can pretty much create anything out of these AI, the zombie AI. You can create any logic, so you could create a computer out of this, even though you wouldn't be able probably to make it small like you can with redstone, but it is possible. And I really like that you can create something out of non-redstone logic, because it is kind of ironic when you say, yeah, that guy is redstoner, I am not the best redstoner, so yeah, I am doing stuff like this, and I hope you just like it. Yeah, that's probably all from this here. I should probably also show you some logic that is behind it, but if you don't want to watch this whole episode, you can just end here, because from here it will be just talking about logic. So if you wonder how exactly this works, you can continue, and yeah, if not, just bye bye guys, and let's go to the logic. To the logic we go. And I almost forgot to mention that I will provide a Word download in the description, so you can download this contraption, check it out, experiment with it, and that is probably the best way how you can learn how it all works, because it is a little bit new for Minecraft world, these redstoneless logic gates and contraptions. So it is probably the best thing you can do to learn how it all works, to check it out on your own and experiment with it, you know. And here I already talked about these simple gates, but let's say it is a nice introduction to these more complex gates, and also like why not start with this? I already talked about it in the episode with the path detector, but let's just quickly go through it. So we've got an AND gate here, and as you can see, all the gates are now in true position, so it is true that you can go through. But if one is closed, then the zombie cannot go through, the path is closed, and then the entire gate sends a signal that it is false, or you can negate it pretty easily, because when the zombie is standing on one block, of course you can grab the signal from the other block, and that is the negation of the whole contraption. So for example, now we can just grab the signal from the other um, block, and that is the negation of this gate. So it's not really something like you don't need add anything to make a negation of a gate, because you just need to use the other block where the zombie is standing. So this is probably AND gate or NAND gate, or it can be also NOR gate if we because it depends on the representation. This is now false, but if, let's say, this is true and this is false, then it will be a NOR gate, because you know, if all these are false, then the NOR gate is uh, telling you it is true, that it is, you know, the signal is true, and then this could be also NOR gate or OR gate. It really it really depends on the representation. So be careful. You can pretty much do anything you want, and just don't forget what it represents. And when this is, for example, open, if it is in the true position or false position or whatever you want. So let's not complicate it too much. Let's say this is OR gate, so this is false now, but if just one is in one gate, one fence gate, if it is opened, then it is in true, because we can go through it and the path is, you know, connected to the villager, for example. And here, this is NXOR gate, or NXOR gate, I don't know how you pronounce it, but this fall right here, or this drop, should represent the maximal height when the zombie can land on this gate when it is closed, but cannot land on this block. So let's say it should be much higher, but my voice just cracked. uh, I am recording a little bit too long, maybe. Uh, but right now you can see that one of these must be closed, because if all these gates, we can have more of these, of course. If all these gates are open, then the zombie cannot land here. And if all these gates are closed, then the zombie cannot go through here, because here is an obstacle. So at least one of these gates must be open, and then the zombie can land on this gate and then continue here. So this is an XOR gate. We've got also an NOR gate here. This is pretty much in a series, the gates, but if one is open, then the zombie will just see the drop here, and it cannot move, you know. You cannot, the zombie cannot jump this hole. So this is the end for the zombie. So now it is false, and all these must be in the 0, so the output is in 1. And here we have an NAND gate. This is pretty much the same thing, but parallel. So just if one is closed, then the zombie has a path here. And of course we can also use more fence gates to represent just one 0, or what you could tell it, one logic state. So for example, this is XOR gate, because we can just, you know, stand here, and now both of these fence gates will open. If we open both of them, like or all four of them, then the zombie can go through here, and this is a path. If we close all of them, then the zombie can go through here, and this is the path. But if just one of them is opened, you know, for example, let's open this one, then the zombie cannot go through here, or it cannot also go through here. So this is now closed, so it is XOR gate. And yeah, that's probably all, because yeah, this is the logic that is behind these what do you call it, path detectors. And now let's continue with more advanced stuff. I've got this logic here, and this represents what I've built with the adder. So this is an adder with a carry. The carry is this green block, and the two numbers that we are adding are the blue and red number. So this can be in 0 or 1 position, or true or false, it depends. And we can just drop a block here and change the state of it. So for the carry, the output carry right here, we need to have at least two of these inputs in true position or true state. And for that, you don't need to create have more than one zombie. You just need to use the logic that is inside and make a lot of paths around. So for example, here we can see that if I go through this door and this door, I'm already connected. So this is at least two doors, you know, has to be open. So these two doors are open and we can go through it. Or if we open just the green door and let's say the red door, let's do it with the blocks. Now we cannot go through here because this is closed, but there is another way around it, and now we can go through here. This is the green gate, so we can go through this open gate, through this gate, and again uh, we cannot go through. This is not here. Uh, I was testing something. This is a little bit different. Let's not complicate it with this stuff. Let's say it like here. Yeah, why not? So again, we can go through here and up here, and now we are connected to this villager that would be somewhere here. And we can also, of course, not have where we go first. Yeah, we can go just through the red and blue, and now we can go through here. We cannot go through here, but we can just go this way, and now this is open, and again we are connected. And if all these doors are open, you can see that it is again connected, so there's no problem. So this is this is the logic that is behind the carry. We just need one zombie to do the whole work, and it is more complicated with the output because as you can see, the output looks like an inverted carry, but it has some like if all of these are 0 or all of them are in one position or one logic state or true, then it is different. So we need to incorporate that logic inside. So I've got here something like this is a logic when one of these are opened, then the zombie cannot go through. So this is that NOR gate, or what was it? Yeah, this is NOR gate. And also there is a logic. I am not sure. I cannot do it right now with this design, but yeah, I was prepared because, as you know, the rails. This is now creating one-way path, so the zombie can go right here, but it cannot go the other way because it cannot go on the rail itself. It can jump on it, or like it sees this like one high block, so this is one-way path for the zombie. And I had this also here, and this is a little bit not so good because I've got connected this and this door, and then the zombie needs to go around and back, but the logic inside is a little bit different and I forgot about it. But let's say this works for now, and we can drop a path for another zombie right here. And now the only way the zombie can get to this block is through all three gates. So for example, this gate, because you cannot go through here, we cannot go through here. So we need to go through this gate, and then through this blue gate to get to this block, you know? Because here it is not really connected. There is villager on this side and zombie on this side. So this is not the option. So we can get from here to here through all these three gates. And I am using this in this contraption with this guy, this blue logic is providing us with this um, yeah, think. Think, it is think. Oh yeah. This zombie can go and target this villager and go to him only when all of these gates are open. So we are dropping him right here, the path leads here, and then he cannot go, or he can target, theoretically he could kill this villager, but he is not targeting him. So this villager is here, and it doesn't matter because this villager is targeting that villager and he only wants to kill that villager. So hey guy, you are safe for now, but that zombie can go through here, and now it cannot go through here because this is the rail and this is creating a one-way path, but we can go through this red gate. So let's go through, and now this is the green gate, so this is the carry. We can go through, and now we can go through the water and through here, up here, and there is the blue gate. So also we used all three gates, and now we can target this villager that is up here. So this is the logic that is behind this guy. So let's see how it really works. Let's just place blocks, or block here and block here, and let's toss uh, for all three of these, and let's see what he does. He should, yeah, right now it is still closed, but if I drop one block on top of here, now he opened this gate. So this is good for us because, yeah, we are using this. For example, if this is open, then it is like in our situation with all these gates here, and this is the inverted um, carry, and this is here this gate. Why are there? I've placed another gate somewhere. uh, this shouldn't be here. Yeah, this one. It's, I've placed it badly. So right here you can see that you need to go through the inverted carry or and this guy, and this guy is the guy that can go on top of all these uh, gates here through this carpet, on top of this one and this one and this one. So if all these are closed, then this guy is in can move, and that will trigger that will close this door, and that's what it is all to it, because we now have this output. Let's say with if we connect this block here with this block, then the output is in true, because the zombie from here can go either through this gate that is uh, you know that is all these has to be in one, or through these um, these gates on the other side that are all of them has to be 0, or and the negation of the carry, and that creates the output. So this is the one cell that is the adder with a carry. And it might be a little bit more too complicated for you, but I don't know. As I told you, I will provide a link in the description, so you should probably check out this world and you will see how it works. I've tried to tell you what I know about it, but also, of course, it is a little bit complicated because there is a lot of blocks around, and I maybe these transparent blocks it wasn't the best choice. Even because of these snow layers, I was using these stained glass here, and because I used MCEdit, then I've created that this block is emitting light for some reason if you use MCEdit to copy paste that contraption. So I I had to change all these glass blocks here to normal glass, so the snow layers now won't melt, because it is really important, these snow layers, because it is providing this tripwire hook support, so now this all works properly. And let's just see this how it is here. So for example, this guy, this is the carry, and we can see right now he is, yeah, he is, the carry is on 1. Because why? I've got something here. Why is the carry? Yeah, I've got a number here. So let's say here is a 0, 0, 0, 0, and also here, so it is easier for us to see what we are doing. So now the carry guy shouldn't be in the state he was before. Yes, he moved, so right now he stands inside the tripwire hook, so it is not powering these gates here, and these gates are again processed by these two guys, so it is like a chain reaction when the carry is propagating through all these cells that are doing uh, the addition of the like bit numbers. And yes, and also this guy is here standing in the other, right now he is standing here, or he could also be here, and he is now opening this door or this gate, so we can see this is the negation of the carry, and that is working. So it is now, the carry is in uh, false state, so this is in true state because it is a negation of it. And here, this guy is now also false because he he can go through all of these uh, gates and then target this guy down there. So for him, the closest block normally is this block to this villager. He's targeting this villager, so this is the closest block, and he goes there if one of these are opened, or one of these gates are open, because open state, because yeah, then he cannot go and target this villager properly. And there is also, yeah, this guy, and this is pretty much the same thing. We are dropped here, and yeah, as I told you already, we can go through all these, and all these must be in a true position, so this guy will show also true position, and that is the output, because if we have like 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is, of course, the output should be 1. So it is just here, this will give you 1, and then the display guy somewhere here can show you that there is a 1 on the output, because he can go through here and drop down there. Or this is closed, then it is not 1 1 1, and then it needs to be a negation of the carry, and also this needs to be open, and this one is let's see, let's just change it. This will open, yeah, now it is 1 0 0, and this is creating a 1 on the output, because the carry is 0, and this guy is also sending a true, because one of these gates are opened, so there is at least one input, and that is showing us on the display that there is 1. Yeah, indeed it is. And now probably another difficult part is maybe I should talk about this input of about these input numbers. So we've got two inputs, and there is a complicated tunnel system right here. So let's go through one of these tunnels and let's see where it goes. Here, and now through here, and now we can go down, and there should be one zombie somewhere down here. So this zombie is checking if the if the input is in the 0 or 1. So if there is a path, this zombie right now there is a path because he can land on the let's see. Oh, this is a maze. Uh, it's amazing. He can land on one of these gates, and then he can go here and target directly this villager. All these zombies are targeting this villager, and also all these zombies up to somewhere in the middle, and then all these zombies are targeting this villager and all these zombies as well. So but these villagers are connected with a path right here, and this path is theoretically connected to the outputs of this yeah, here is a hole in this. So if one of these is if the zombie is dropped, you know, on the gate, and if the gate isn't opened, if it is open, he will end up in this pit and he cannot target the villager. If it is closed, then the zombie can stand on it in theory, you know, and then go here and here, and now he has access to both these villagers, so it doesn't matter uh, which one he is targeting, but he will, you know, move, and then the signal will go through all these tripwires into this system of adders. So yeah, that is how it works. And let's see one of these guys move. So for example, this one is the blue guy, and he is now not providing uh, signal because he is standing inside the tripwire hook. But if he moves to here, you know, there is the string that will send a signal into this contraption and close or open these gates, or it will open the gate. So this is the guy that is, I think, this guy, and we should see him moving. Yeah, as you can see, all these zombies are standing on the right side, but this zombie is right now standing on the left side because he detected that this is opened, so he cannot target the villager, but he can go now here through this carpet and go to the closest block to this villager, and this block is not here. The block is right here. So you can see there is no direct access to this villager. There is a block in the way, but this is the closest block they can stand normally. So they are targeting this block if the path is closed. And that is providing us the input, because right now we've got the input here, and the input is the blue one, I guess. So let's see, yeah, this blue block is now powered, so these gates are opened. So the guy that is showing us the result should show us that it is in 1. Yeah, it is. And I've got the one also here because I tossed an item here. Indeed, I did. So let's grab the item so it won't mess anything. It would despawn, but like, why not? And now you can see there is a way through these two gates. So the guy that is providing us with the output on the display can see there is a path right here and through these two gates. so he can drop down and again target his villager. And the villager is, yeah, there is an access up here again, and to the villager, let's just go up, up, up. It is a little bit complicated, but yeah, right here, this is the villager, and all of these zombies are targeting this villager, so he is really poor guy, but they don't have access to him, so they cannot kill him. And I never saw a single time when the zombie would escape. So this is totally stable. So you can have this in your world theoretically. You don't need any redstone to build it. That is nice, but it is not really cheap. As you can see, you need a lot of blocks, but you can build it out of dirt and cobblestone, you know. And now it all works. So yeah, it's nice to see how all these zombies and AI is uh, working together to create this awesome 8-bit adder for us. And we've got bad weather, so let's change it. And sun is rising. It's not really moving because, yeah, the game rule is false, but who cares? And that's probably all from me for today, guys. I almost cannot speak right now, so yeah, it was a long episode. If you are still watching, I am really thankful because yeah, I'm not a good explainer, but let's let's say you should really download this thing because it is fun to just, you know, normally with gates you don't expect an input like the gate as an input because, you know, even what is it called, the butt switch cannot detect this. So it is nice to do something with this and show people that you don't need to make everything out of redstone, you know. Sometimes this is even more powerful logic because you can have 10,000 of these gates and the zombie will tell you in a second if they are all open and or closed or something, you know. So yeah. Ah, this was really long episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, as what somebody said. Who is saying this? Ah, I forgot. But bye bye. Bye bye.